Welcome back to Apex Alchemy. Today we're gonna do an unboxing of this Benchmade Bugout, and it's not gonna be a real unboxing of a Bugout because it's already out of the box, right? But we bought this from a store,
Because I'm going to go over some things we like and dislike.
right? And they put a note on my receipt saying that I'm probably gonna return it because I let them know. I was like, man, I need to do a video on this knife, and I found out while I was there though that they were like, oh, you can do that anytime. Like if you want to buy a knife or two or whatever and do videos, you can more than welcome to bring them back and like in exchange for other knives or whatever. And I was like, very much appreciate that. So the big shout out to Second Amendment Outdoors in Corinth, Mississippi. But this is the Bugout. This is the 535 BK-2. Means it's all blacked out. It is an S30V. This version has got the CF Elite scales, so they're still like that FRN type of material, or at least they feel like it.
Yeah.
The weight is a little bit lighter than the standard Bugout. I think the Bugout comes in at 1.9 or maybe even 2 on the dot. I can't remember, but this one comes in at 1.8, and you can tell it's got some milling out on the inside just a little bit. It's kind of gridded. Like the milling out on the inside. Now on this one, like if you're familiar with Bugouts and
The
and how
originals.
you can't squeeze this one together, like not even with both hands, like it's not happening.
And on the original, like even I could squeeze them down. Like it's not something that takes a whole lot of strength on those first bug outs that come out.
Right. Now my overall impressions, I'll tell you straight up that like that this is not my style of knife, but that's okay. I understand why the knife was designed. The knife was designed with one intention in mind, and that was to be a bug out knife. And this knife gave birth to the idea of the Para 3. Like I'm not sure if we got that one
No,
back
it's in the
here.
living room.
That's okay. Like this knife come out and it started robbing sales from so many people that Spyderco was like, we have to do something. We have to come out with a knife that's equivalent. Because everybody was like, the bug out feels better in hand than the Para 2. It's smaller. Everything was going mini in this era, and 10 million people can't be wrong. This is probably the most popular Benchmade that's ever been sold, and Benchmade is one of the most popular companies amongst entry-level premium knives, in my humble opinion. They do make some really nice knives, and like they make some like I don't know, but when this knife come out, I remember it debuted at like $90, right alongside the Grizzly Ridge, and I thought both of them were excellent prices for the time.
Yeah, and like we were talking earlier about when you were shopping for that, like the plasticky feel, I guess, has never been a real big aspect for me, because
Yeah.
even then I was like, I like the scales on this other one over here better. Because it just felt like there was more to it. It didn't feel like you were holding a toy.
Right. Yeah.
And these do very much look like a child's toy with a real blade put in it.
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I understand where you're coming from, but like if you're hiking the Appalachian and you're gonna
Right.
be, like every ounce counts.
And it won't rust. Like the handles and
No,
stuff.
I mean,
They're not gonna get weird like my Carta. They're not gonna rust. Like
that's a forever material.
right.
Like it'll be decomposing with your Twinkie wrapper and 3023.
So I definitely get it. I just, because I'm not hiking the Appalachian.
Yeah, no.
It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
one that's like I would have to change the handles if I was gonna keep it.
Man, I'm with you 100%. Like and the cool thing about this knife being so popular is there are so many aftermarket options available to us, so we can get this knife. We can get scales,
Of various varieties.
right. And I don't have the board in front of me because I just like to look at the leather before I cut it up.
You got the calipers?
I don't. Yeah. Hold the knife. I can reach them. But I want to say this knife is like 7.4 inches, and I know it's 1.8 ounces. But let's check some stuff out. Let's make sure we're zeroed. So ugh. So the length of the blade is 3.22 inches. You're gonna have roughly 3 inches of cutting edge. Yeah, roughly 3 inches of cutting edge overall length. It don't go that far.
I was using a.
Yeah, it don't go that far. But I believe it's gonna be set. You know, like I think it's 7.4 inches, something like that. It don't go that far.
I'm not
Oh,
trying.
okay.
Boy.
I'm
4.31
on the handle, so
yes.
4.31.
So about 7.5.
Yeah, I think it's
There we
7.
go.
I think it's 7.4. But anyway, action pretty smooth out of the box. It's not broke in yet. It might not get broke in because I might not, we might not want to break it in for the next buyer if we decide not to keep it. I'm for what the knife was made for. I do feel like it's an excellent choice if you like a knife that is going to give you that less than an ounce per inch of cutting edge blade, ratio.
Right.
That's not important to me, but it is important to some people.
It is very smooth opening. It does, like, you can get a good grip on it, even though it's thin profile.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't necessarily change the profile of it on new blades,
nice.
but just get rid of. I mean, it even sounds. Listen.
I mean yeah. I'm with you, man. It's not my cup of tea either. But there's been some Spydercos with some of the same FRN type stuff going on with it. Theirs is a lot grippier though.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel as toyish and as inexpensive. It actually, like when you get it in your hand, it looks weird. It looks kind of toyish.
But it's the ones that are a little more pokey.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, they're pokey and they're grippy, and you're like, okay, it might be a hot pink delicate handle, but it was made to hold, and it was
right.
Okay, so look, that's our unboxing for the Benchmade Bugout. Again, this is version 535BK-2. Any comments, complaints, forward them to the HR department, please. As a special guest of honor to join the video is the Grayman Satu, and there it is against it, or next to it. So like if you you happen to know the size of the ever popular Grayman Satu, you'll be able to tell what that bugout's going to feel like in your hand. Until next time.
Catch you on the flip side.